today. From Memphis, Tennessee, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Memphis Steamers taking on the Chicago Blues.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Chicago Blues and the Memphis Steamers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've handled... Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get...
Certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run. And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious. Extra point attempt to follow here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for. So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the... He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Back to throw again. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Second and 3. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 17-0 our score after 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative.
You're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Brown. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You can smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.